Good morning everyone, happy Friday and welcome to Hunky Dory Craft TV for what is going to be a very exciting launch show. It was so popular yesterday on Hobby Maker. It is our brand new Christmas Silhouette Centrepiece collection. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I am going to be the host for this hour. Lovely Jess is producing the show. Morning Jess.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Very summery today, must admit.
It's
warm in here. I've been reading the comments already. I think it's very hot where everyone else is today as well in the country. But we're here to bring the Christmassy feels, shall we say. And over in the demonstration station, it's Amy.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I mean, I think it's quite chilly in here.
Well, you are right under the
suiting
aircon.
what we are bringing you today. Not complaining though.
But yeah, these stamps are so pretty and they're just like the easiest stamps to work with. They're great for beginners. They're good for like people who have been stamping for a really long time.
Definitely batch making if you've got a lot of Christmas cards to do as well. I mean, they were so popular yesterday,
I know, we added extra stock yesterday. It was crazy. So we're going to show you those three fantastic stamps. They are guaranteed to bring you effortless festive cards. But before we do, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. There's three lucky winners. We're going to announce them on today's show. You are in with the chance of winning our sentimental background panels. We have the birthday wishes. You are also going to get your congratulations. And then we've got the many thanks as well. These are really, really cool as backgrounds. You can use them as shaker cards as well. Three lucky winners. We're going to announce that at the end of today's show. All you have to do is like, share and comment. According to a myth, it is illegal to eat what on Christmas Day in the UK? Is it A, mince pies, B, sprouts or C, chocolate? Well, you eat all of them on Christmas Day, so clearly everyone would be in prison. Yeah. Well, who knows? But like, share and comment for your chance to win. And we'll announce those three winners at the end of today's show. Right, are you ready to see these incredible stamps? Have a look at this beautiful VT. They are the most gorgeous stamps you have ever seen. Now we've got different ways to buy them because we always do at Hunky Dory. The first one is in the multi-buy. Now the multi-buy is going to give you all three stamps, but you're going to get one of them for free. So let me show you all of the stamps that you are going to get included in this one. The first one is a Christmas night. These are A6 stamp sets. This fantastic scene here is 4x4. You've then got your panel sentiments. You've got festive wishes to you and yours, which I absolutely love because anyone can send that to anybody, which I think is perfect. You've also got Merry and Bright, and then Have a Magical Christmas here in this one. Then we have your Festive Fireplace. This one is beautiful. You've got your 2 stockings, you've got your string lights, and then you've also got that fantastic photo frame or mirror that you can be using in the background to create scene cards as well. And the last one we have for you is your sensational snow globe. This one is one of our favourites. It's absolutely fantastic. 2 sentiments here. They are shaped as well, so you could be doing some clever masking if you wanted to, and you could sort of mask around this area here and then stamp your sentiment into this bit. You can also cut it out and then layer it on top. Loads of different ways to use that. And then you've got these fantastic snowflakes as well that you are able to use as like background elements, or to build up sort of like a really nice pattern for your stamp to be laid on top of. So all 3 of your stamps, we're a little bit too far out now, Jess. All 3 of your stamps are £19.98. You are saving the price of one of those stamps, so one of them is coming completely free. And I didn't know this because this is my first show of the week, but we have bonus reward points. So if you buy this today, you are going to receive 200 bonus reward points. That's pretty epic.
That is
200 reward points.
Why do we always do like brand new products?
I don't know.
And then we do even more offers on
I
them,
don't know.
we?
It's absolutely crazy. Let me show you the stamps in real life, because we do have them. They are very, very cool. So this is your snowflake, your snow globe. Absolutely stunning. You can see here how well it's just going to work, sort of like mixing those colours together. Great for doing ombre cards as well. Then you've got your fireplace. Again, a really beautiful one. These stamps are all going to look fantastic with a brand new product we've got coming up after the first demo as well. And this one is beautiful. So quick and easy to be able to create absolutely stunning cards with these. Let me show you some cards, and then we're going to go to Amy to have a look at what we're going to do first, because these are so good. They're so good. Look at this one, because of course you can get in there with your dies as well, so you can cut out this sort of perfectly to create aperture cards, to create layered cards. You could mix and match the design, so you can actually put this house scene in there. This one is a beautiful one. Kim Taylor's created this one. Love the colouring on that. Really pretty. This is so simple but so beautiful again. Absolutely love like trimming it down and stretching it out a little bit to give the look of a different sort of style of card. This is so gorgeous from Natalia as well. Bringing in her dies and actually stamping this onto parchment. It is such a lovely look. Absolutely perfect for that one. This one, we've got a little belly band around it. You can lift this up and then it reveals the scene inside, so you don't have to use the whole of these stamps. We can be cutting into those stamps and creating different styles and designs. We've got a fantastic stepper here, using a mixture of different colours. This is a beautiful easel card, so you can see how well this cuts into a square to give you that gorgeous scene. I just love like framing them with your dies, cutting into them with your bauble dies. This is a beautiful example of that. This one has been cut out a number of times by Wendy and then actually layered up to create a 3-dimensional fireplace, which I think is so clever. So you can, if you want to, colour these in as well. This one as well by Bex is really fun with that super funky background there. We've also got your aperture here that Barbara has created by just cutting into that scene, and then you can see how fun that one looks. And then another fantastic card by Wendy Hood. You've got this fantastic fireplace scene there using your most recent essential papers, and then you could just use all of the other elements to create smaller cards. They don't always have to be big things. We've got tags here. These ones again have been made by Wendy, so these could be for presents. There's such a fun idea, and again something great that's like ready to sort of like make and sell with those tags there as well. So that is all of your brand new stamps. Amy, what are you going to do?
So we are going to start with the sort of the scene.
I do like that one.
Yeah, really lovely. And we're going to sort of do an ombre background and then stamp it on the top of it. So these are the colours I'm going to use. So that we go for sort of like all the orangey tones. We've got warm honey, roasted pumpkin, and your tiger orange.
Nice.
So I've just left that there, just so I can see, because I want the ombre here, just so I can see just about how much I need to do of each colour. So we're going to start with the warm honey first of all, and then just go in and just start adding that ink onto here. And you can do these either way round, so you can either stamp this image first, or you can ink it and then stamp it on top. It is entirely up to you.
I think if you're going to do it the other way around, where you ink it and then stamp it, you're going to need a little bit of time to make sure that ink is fully dry, because what you don't want is to ruin any of your work.
So you can see we're just adding this colour onto here, and then what we can do is put the next colour on, and then we'll come back with that one as well. So we'll go next with our tiger orange, and we'll go just onto there, and we'll go back in with the other colour as well, and we can blend the two colours together. So we'll take this one off, and you can do this in any colours, can't you? So using your sort of your pinks and your purples, you've got your blue tones that you can bring in as well. So just bringing this all the way along here. So just going back in with that original colour, just to sort of blend those two together. And then lastly, we'll come in with our roasted pumpkin. So I'm just leaving the lids off the ink just for a minute, just so that we can make sure that we've got enough.
Good morning to everyone who's watching us today. Loads of people commenting about the Win It Weekly question. I would have never have guessed that this was the answer. This is a crazy one, really.
I know, nor me.
I know, and loads of people absolutely in love with these stamps. One moment, it's moved.
So just going in one last time with that middle colour, just to blend these out.
Karen says these stamps are so cute. All of these are fab. I'm not going to be able to choose, says Fiona. Caroline says beautiful stamps. Fiona already knows that this is going to be good, this demo. And Nicola says lovely stamps as well. They are absolutely beautiful. They're so fantastic, and one that I do not think is going to be around for very long. If it lasts a week, I'll be very surprised. We do not have a lot of stock this morning.
And what I always say with stamps, embossing folders, dies is they're not quite as easy as to get back into stock as maybe some of our paper collections. So if you do want them, it's definitely the time to get them. So we've done our ombre. It's going to go onto here. So what we're going to do now is bring in our stamping platform, and then we can put this onto here. So hold it down, and then we're going to come in with our VersaFine on this one. So the nice thing is you can place a stamp and sort of see where you want this to be. So we want the sky to sort of be in the orange, the yellow up at the top a bit more. So I think you'll be able to see.
The team have commented on the Facebook feed and the YouTube feed about this, but just to let you know as well, that due to a delay in the shipment of these stamps, unfortunately orders that contain these stamps are not available for UK express delivery. So if you are ordering these stamps and hoping that they will get posted today, unfortunately they won't. I think it's going to be Monday. So any orders placed with these stamps on that are express delivery, they will arrive to you Tuesday, Wednesday. They're going to be sent out from here on Monday. So just to let you all know about that one as well.
So we're just going to ink all of these, and because you've got quite a lot of stamped area, I definitely recommend using your stamping platform or press to do
100%.
because then any parts that you miss, you can just go back in with them. So we're just doing this in our black VersaFine. So we've got another new product coming up in the second.
We do.
I didn't know it was new, and then Stacey gave me one yesterday, and she's like, "Oh, you can use this in the show."
Yeah, brand new. Look at that. First time.
And I think that's fine, isn't it?
Looks
and
incredible.
You can see you've got that sky there, and it's darker down here. So then I feel like with these, they're so quick and easy to sort of make really quickly. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring in some of our sentiment stamps that we launched. It was last week these were, wasn't it?
Yes.
So we're going to bring in some of these, and I think
they launched with the layering stamps, I think it was.
Let's do wishing. What should we do? Wishing you comfort and peace, or warm and cosy winter wishes. Let's do that one.
I think they're warm and cosy, especially with the oranges.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then if I did that one, I'd probably do it May Days Be Merry and Bright in some brighter colours as well. The other samples I loved of these ones were the ones that had been coloured in.
Yes.
Looked really good, but then also the ones where they'd added glitter,
Love the glitter.
to them. There's some really
nice.
good ones with glitter added on.
I think the ombre as well, like so actually stamping the colour directly onto the stamp and then putting that down, that's really cool as well. Yeah. Gives you a really fun look.
But again, just so many different ideas, isn't there?
I think that's what's great about them, is that they are so easy and versatile. And the end result on these is just perfect.
Yeah. And I think it's the same with the embossing folders. I was saying, you could send the same person a Christmas card 2 years in a row using the same product, i.e. the embossing folder or the stamp. Yeah. And they wouldn't know, because you could make it look so different, couldn't you? Yeah. So, and then we're just going to come in with that warm and cosy winter wishes onto there. And then
we've got a question from Fiona. She says, for brand new stamps, do you need to prep them before you use them? We always say that you should probably like just give them a little bit of a wash or a wipe with like a just like a baby wipe or something like that, or you can just wash them in your sink. And it's only because of the way that these types of stamps are manufactured. If you don't have to do it, it's not essential. I never do it.
Do you know what? I thought, I don't do that.
Do it.
Do you know the only thing I do is stamp it and then test it on another piece of card.
I'll take like a piece of like
as a
copy
trial.
Paper.
Yeah.
Take a piece of copy of paper and stamp it on there. And for, I would say, maybe like the first couple of stamps, you'll find that there's like little bits that are a little bit tacky. The ink doesn't stick there, so you're going to have bits and pieces missing. But if you've got your stamping press, it doesn't matter, because of course you can go back in over and over again. So you don't need to worry. But if you are someone who wants to prep those stamps, then just wipe them with like a baby wipe or pop them under your sink with a bit of hot soapy water, and it's just going to remove that sticky residue from them, and then let them dry naturally, because then they'll be able to stick and cling back onto your packaging as well.
So we've got the main sort of image all stamped, so we're just going to cut it down. So if we put the...
We do apologise to everyone as well in America who can't purchase the stamps, because there's lots of people this morning saying that they wish they could get them. Don't really know what to say about that one. We are trying, aren't we? Every single week Dan and Sam have conversations about what we can do and how we can get these products that you're unable to get to you, because we don't want you missing out. We are actively trying all the time. So yeah, we're trying our best. We are trying our best, and we apologise that you can't purchase those right now.
So you've got your image, so it's almost your topper, isn't it, ready to go. And we're just going to come in with some of this gold just to sort of matte and layer it onto here. So let me just measure. Let's do 4 by 5. And then that's a nice cool one.
I always forget about this adorable scorable.
I know. And it's so nice, isn't it? And you know, like if you don't want sort of your like really shiny mirror, it's just I think it just nice really touch, goes with this. So you're going to get that put onto there, and then I thought what we'll do is we'll put we'll do it in black. So if we do Let me work out the measurements. That was 5 by 4. So if we do...
Caroline's got a good idea as well, Amy. She says, I would do this stamp with black and white and then use sparkle pens.
Yes.
That would look so cool, wouldn't it?
That would look gorgeous. So if we do a 6 by 5 and then if we do a 5 3/4 by 4 3/4. Does that sound about right? Let's give it a whirl. So
looks good.
And that can go onto.
Look how pretty
there,
that is. It looks like a photograph.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? And then I think with this, just grab the scoreboard. Oh, there it is. And the tool. So just to add just a slight bit of interest onto here, I'm just going to score just along here. Just to do, it's almost like embossing, isn't it? Just to get a bit of interest on that black cardstock.
You're just doing it on one of the notches?
First notch and then the second one. So we're getting sort of that, it's hard to see, isn't it? That double line on there. I mean, the other thing you could do, if you got our Christmas embossing folders that we launched, they would make really good backgrounds as well.
Very good.
Because sometimes you want a bit of detail in the background, but not pattern papers.
Yeah.
Because you don't want them to detract from sort of the main focus, which is your stamp. So let's grab my tape runner. And then we can add this onto here. So just, and you can see this is start to finish, so you'll be able to make cards that look really effective.
So quickly
as well, which is what we all need, isn't it? Sometimes, yes, there's those lovely cards where you want to spend, I don't know if you're anything like me, at least a couple of hours on them. But then there's those that you need quicker makes for, and then we're going to just put that onto there. So let's get some of our foam pads. Trying to find the right size. There we go. And then we need to cut the card down. So it was 6 by 5, which is a bit of an unusual size.
I like 6 by 5.
We don't worry about that.
I really enjoy like oblong shapes when it comes to card making.
Yes.
The cards are just a little bit different.
That's the thing, isn't it? And if you make your own envelopes, which you can do, we've got the tools to make your own envelopes, so you don't need to worry that it's not going to fit into one. So that just needs to be cut down there. And then I could have just taken a 7 by 5, but I couldn't find one. It's too tight down here.
Oh my goodness. The world has just stopped.
Why?
Dan Newhouse is cleaning.
Is he?
Dan Newhouse has got spray in his hand and he is cleaning.
Please, somebody get photographic evidence of this.
He normally is the one making the mess. Always making the mess.
Go on, Jess, get your phone out. We need this photo.
He's cleaning.
Can he clean my desk? He's going to go around the
your
wall.
desk. I know.
In fact, I have had a sort out this week. I'm almost there. By the end of the day, my desk will be organised.
I'm hoping by the end of the day, the whole of the creative department will be organised, but we'll see.
I don't, the end of which day, I mean, not necessarily today. So what I've done, I've not left a white edge because I think, because there's no other white on the card, and then we're just going to add this on with our foam pad. So quite a simple card, but I think sometimes the stamps do all the work for you. Dan's now waving through the window.
Someone's told him. Bill has been his mum.
Yeah,
so many people commented saying, "Can Dan come and clean my craft room?"
Oh dear.
We're loaning you out. Lots of people.
I was going to say you've got a new business starting now.
Don't tell my wife whatever you do.
We were just
not tell Deborah.
We were just saying you're the person that makes the mess. You don't tidy it up.
So, and then this is just going to sit just nicely in those score lines. And there you've got, like I say, super simple
it's so
and
pretty.
easy to make. But I just think
It's
if you are
gorgeous,
batch
isn't
making,
it?
that was genuinely start to finish. There was nothing already prepped.
And
If
it
you-
just showcases
Yeah.
how fantastic these stamps are.
I mean, you could do that in, like I say, so many different
So
colours,
many
couldn't
colours.
you? And just
you could
super.
like stamp it in so many colours as well.
Yeah.
You can obviously use your embossing powder in so many different colours. So you can literally make that same card, but
Yeah.
it could be 10 different variations of colour and they would all look so
I
different.
love the one where it's done in sort of the purples, and then the darkest purple, you stamp the image.
Yeah.
You know, to bring,
Yes.
so many options.
Absolutely gorgeous. So much love for that card as well. Loads of people are loving the artwork that we've got on that one too.
It is super.
It's just, they are absolutely incredible. We are going to get to some more demos, but we thought for this part of the show, we would share with you all of our favourite products that we use when it comes to stamping, and most specifically, a brand new product, which we are very excited to share with you all. And if I do say myself, this product is, I'm going to say 50, 60 times better than our original embossing ink pad. Don't
Yes.
think that we ever had embossing ink pads around when you started.
No, there
I
wasn't.
think they've
no.
gone by then.
Yeah.
But this is so good. And I always think when you use an embossing ink pad, and we were talking about this when I was prepping, I was like, I've stamped it. Do you think I need to put more on? And you were like, no, honestly, it is going to cling
Yeah.
to that. It's so surprising.
I know, because last week we made samples for the shows
Yeah.
with a different brand of
Yeah.
ink. And then I prepped today, yesterday afternoon, and Stacey was around actually, and she said, oh, use this. The results
It's incredible, isn't it?
were so different and amazing.
And do you
Even
know what's-
Stacey was like,
I know, it's
you can see all the
madness.
di-
And
yeah.
it's not, it's juicy. It's a really juicy ink pad. But a lot of other embossing inks as well that you get when they're brand new, you stamp with them for the first time, you'll notice you get that sort of like bubbly effect.
They're
like
too
there's
juicy,
far
aren't they?
too much ink
Yeah.
on there, and it ruins your embossing. You're not going to get that with this. The sponge that has been used in the base of this pad is exceptional, and it just means that your stamp doesn't squish into the sort of design. It kind of like just adds it on where
yeah.
it needs
And
to
I
go.
love
It's
it being
really
a
good.
square as well.
I know, it's so big. The
Really
surface
nice.
area
Yeah.
is great on this one. Another thing which I love about this, and this is hilarious, and I will tell this story, is on Wednesday when I was prepping for the show, my second demo with the snow globe, I must have stamped it about 5 times maybe.
Yes.
And it just wasn't looking the way that I wanted it to
Yeah.
do. I did it live on telly yesterday, and it was perfect first time.
Yeah. Well,
And I was like,
that was like our samples for the shows, and then yesterday I was prepping, and
it's
first
just,
time perfect.
It's incredible, and
Yeah.
it's £6.99. This sold out 3 times yesterday.
People
on
were
Hobby Maker.
multi-ordering, weren't they?
People were buying 4,
Yeah.
3, 5 of these. They are going to sell out. I can promise you this now. We had a huge amount of stock left over once we'd ordered these. Hobby Maker took that stock yesterday. So we don't have that much of that because it was that popular. So if you want to get your hands on our brand new embossing and watermark ink pad, please make sure you're adding it to your baskets, because again, this is a product that is going to take a while to come back in stock. I did message Stacey. She messaged me just as my last show finished, and I did say to her, one of the first things were, tomorrow you also are going to need to reorder that embossing ink pad, because I know that we're not going to have any left by the end of next week. So if you want it, get it, because the results of the cards are fantastic. And if you haven't used an embossing ink pad before and you're wondering what you can do with it, of course you can emboss it with your embossing powders. You can also use it in the background here. We've used it with your pearlescent powders, so it sticks really nicely onto them, but it just gives you so much more variety for like the styles of cards you can do. This one has been using like a blue embossing powder. I love the colour of that one. Craft and gold, always essential when it comes to your embossing. We've got the fantastic sort of copper. I do love copper when it comes to Christmas. Again, copper and craft is one of my favourites too. This is beautiful as well. creating this stunning effect in the silver. We've got glitter embossing powder. That gives you a completely different look. I love this card as well, made by Natalia. Again, another one with the white embossing, and it looks so different from all of the other ones in the white. We've got glitter white as well, which makes your card super, super special. We've got the black on your parchment, because of course you can stamp onto parchment as well. And this one's super fun with that background image and those hints of colour with the orange design on there. And then this one again is on parchment, and it's been stamped in 2 different colours of embossing powder actually. You've got like a grey, and then you've also got like the blue in the top, which I absolutely love. So much love for that embossing ink pad. It is my new favourite thing. I think we might have to go and steal a few more just in case it does go out of stock.
I think we need a little stash somewhere, don't we? Yeah.
We'll see if we can do that, but it is a fantastic ink pad. To go with that, essential things that you will need are, I'm going to go out of order here, Jess. Okay. Your heat tool. $29.99 for your heat tool. This is your Hunky Dory purple heat tool. Comes with your UK plug. Comes with a stand on it as well. My favourite thing about this is that you've got 2 speed settings, which means it's great for using with lots of different products. So you can use it with things like your acetate that has a bit of plasticky look. I mean, you have to still be very careful when you are using acetate, and it does work better if you have the heatable acetate.
Heat resistant, yeah.
But if you are really, really careful, acetate parchment, speed setting number 1, you can do it, but you do have to be really careful. You don't need to get too close, because if you get too close, your acetate is going to warp. But you can do it, but I'm not saying that you can, but you can if you do the right things.
Trial and error, isn't it?
Yeah,
like a lot of the things.
It is. But it's a really good heat tool. We use it so much here in the office. $29.99 if you want to get your hands on that one. Then we have, of course, your anti-static bag. If you're buying that ink pad, you need to put this in your basket
Definitely.
as well. $4.99 for this. You wipe it over any of your cardstock, and it's going to remove any sticky residue, any grease, which means your powder that you're going to add onto the card, that's the only thing that will stick on your paper. Nothing else. It's perfect. $4.99 for that. Then we also have your stamping press. I cannot tell you how many times I used to try and heat emboss before we had a stamping press.
No.
And it just goes in the bin.
And the thing is with us, it's in a different room, isn't it? So we have to do it at our desk, then go and heat it in another room. Then you've missed a little bit, so you have to come back and start the whole process again.
So frustrating.
But I think the stamping press with the anti-static bag.
Oh, it's the match made in heaven,
changer, isn't it? Yeah.
And also your stamping press as well. I mean, we use it all the time. We talk about it all the time, but the amount of incredible comments and reviews we have on the website for this product in particular is absolutely phenomenal. So just go over to that website. Lots of people, I'm sure, will be commenting about this in the next couple of minutes, because this is probably one of our most loved products at Hunky Dory. It is, for me, the best on the market. We have tried so many different stamping presses, and this is perfect because it doesn't have hinges. There is no movement. It works on a magnetic system, so you are only going to get your image to go up and down. You can try and move it a little bit, but it doesn't want to do it. It'll come straight back to where it needs to be. So it's perfect. It's got I think it's an 8x6 grid. But it doesn't mean that you can't do larger images as well. You can do 8x8s, you can do 7x7s. You just have to sort of like position it in a roundabout way. If you don't have one as well, your grip mat's really good to use with this, because you can stick your grip mat on the inside of your stamping press, which then will allow your paper to stick perfectly and it's not going to move. So there's lots of different ways in how you can use this, and with other products that we've got as well. But a fantastic, fantastic product. And then the last thing is our super storage box caddy, because these are great for like housing your ink pads in. You get 6 different pots in all of these, and in each one of these you can fit 6 of your Hunky Dory Prism ink pads in. You can fit, I think it's 2 of these into here, so you can fit 2 of them, and then you could also have like your I always like to have a blending sponge you know, just for going through masks and
Yes,
things.
yeah.
However, I don't think I need that anymore because this ink pad is just like
You
so
go-
good that it's not
Yeah.
going to go everywhere. So $19.99, that's such a good price for this. $19.99 for this, and not only is it great for stamping, it's great for anything. These little boxes will fit in little books, they'll fit in mirror mats, they'll fit in pens, ink pads, they'll fit in some of your glues, you'll also fit in, I'm trying to look now, blending sponges.
It can even be non-craft, can't it?
Yeah.
Makeup,
nail products,
jewellery, all sorts.
Legos, snacks, absolutely anything. $19.99 for that storage case though, and you can take all of them out. Oh yeah, they fit your stamps in. Yeah, they fit your stamps in. I've got stamps in all of mine. They fit your stamps in. You can take them out and just use this pot on its own as well. So you can kind of like mix and match and move different bits into the case for travelling. Another fantastic product. We absolutely love it. So $9.99 if you want to get your hands on that. That is just some essentials that we think are absolutely incredible for any stamping that you will be doing at home. So make sure you are adding them into your basket and you don't miss out on those deals. And we're going to go back to Amy for our next demo.
Okay, so this time we're going to use the snow globe with that gorgeous snowman in it. Again, we're going to bring in our stamping press, and this time we're going to do it onto our straight onto our white cardstock, which is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. So we're just going to place this down. So we want it almost in the centre. I think that's about right there. And then what we need to do before we ink it, let's just get our anti-static bag and just go round. The amount of money you'll save in cardstock, not having to throw cardstock away.
It's crazy.
Other things have clung to it. And then we're going to use our brand new embossing ink pad as well.
Lots of people have asked if the embossing ink pad is going to be sticky enough for gilding flakes as well. It's not, but don't worry about that.
Oh,
I'm not saying
you
anything.
tease, Natalie.
I'm not saying anything that Stacey hasn't said. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
So much love for this stamping press. Absolutely love my stamping press. I really struggled with stamping before I got it.
Yeah, me too.
Myra says the stamping press means my images no longer look like you need glasses. They aren't blurred or double visioned anymore.
That's the thing. I think for me, it changed my whole thought process about stamping.
Yeah.
I try to avoid it wherever possible.
Sheila said I hated stamping before I got this. Jackie says the stamping press is a must for anyone.
Yeah.
Claire says the stamping press is an absolute game changer. I've tried others on the market, but it's in a league of its own.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. And we're not just saying that because we're here. You know, we've used a lot of other products, and a lot of you guys will have used a lot of other products.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've all been there. We've all tried different things, but this is sensational.
So we're just going to add that back into the pot there. And then we're just going to get the heat tool and just heat this up.
Chloe's message to say, why does Hobby Maker get to steal Hunky Dory stock levels? They don't get to steal our stock levels. What happens is when we launch new products like this, we have stock assigned to each sort of section of the business. We always make sure we have enough for all of those different departments. However, we have one column which has all of the extra. So all of the
anything
extra
left
that
over
hasn't been assigned to those different departments. And then it's a free-for-all, and basically anyone is allowed to take that. And that's what happens. So Hobby Maker never steal stock that is assigned for Hunky Dory unless it's been mega. Then we'll let them have it because we've got plans in place to either put things on machines or reprint things. It never normally happens when it comes to Far East products like this, because obviously it takes too long to come back into stock. So we're a little bit more particular with what they're allowed to have and what they're not allowed to have. So hopefully that helps.
So all we're going to do, I've just cut the bottom off there, but you can see the amount of detail with that embossing powder onto there.
So
I mean,
good,
even like the tiny details around the bottom here. Can you
It's crazy,
Hard to
isn't it?
see,
And the
isn't it?
hat, the little detail of his
Yeah.
little stick hand.
Absolutely.
It's so good.
Gorgeous. So we are going to come in and we are going to do a shaker card with this because I think they look so nice.
We do have a message about the watermark effect on that you can create with this stamping press, and I do have a card that I made on made yesterday, so when we come back to after this demo I'll show you that, so hopefully that will help you understand. But it's great for sort of stamping on coloured card and craft card or matte paper, because it just gives you that like slight look that
I feel like
been.
it's one of those things I always forget about.
Yeah,
and then when you do it, you're like, oh gosh, that looks so good. If you want a pattern background without it detracting from sort of the main focus of the card,
it's a really
isn't
good
it?
way
Yeah.
to use it, isn't it?
So we've done one of the actual image, and then we've done one of the whole snow globe. So what I've done, I've just gone through my circle nesting dies and just found one that sort of just sits within that line there. So you can do this with a craft knife if you want to as well. So we're just going to put that.
Louise, you are 100% right. If the Hobby Maker show is first, they get first dibs on the spares. But
if you get in early enough with us when we launch it on these shows,
oh yeah, you'll never miss out.
It as
You'll
well.
never miss out.
Yeah, we've got a new machine.
We also never give them so much that we're not going to have enough here.
That we can't do it here, no way. Hence why I say if you get in early, if you get the emails that we always send out as well. So I think this is the right plate, so I'm not too sure. Do you know what?
Yeah.
That right, and then this one
that
on
one
here.
Straight on top.
Okay, so new
I think
machine.
you need to switch it so the die's facing upwards. So put the die down. So just flip that whole piece.
Over.
Yeah.
Like that.
Just so the pressure's like going upwards.
Right, so what we need to do now though is we don't want to cut the whole circle.
Oh, I see.
So
you're
what
going to have a little sneak peek.
What we'll need to do is put all the plates, like, let's put them all.
Make sure they're all nice and straight.
And then if we just pull out to there. So you can see I'm just putting that out there so that circle part isn't going to cut. And then we're going to hope that this works. It's so quiet.
So much quieter.
It's nice, isn't it?
So nice. Flat plates and it's nice and quiet.
People asking questions about embossing powder now. So Denise says, wow, embossing powder, what is best, super fine or regular? With these stamps in particular, super fine is best.
Yeah, so the one I used is super fine.
There is so much
silver.
like tiny detail in some of these elements that you want to make sure that you are hitting those. If you use regular, the embossing powder is a bit too thick, so then it's going to get a bit lumpy. You're not going to see all the details like the snow and the snowfall and the bits and pieces in that snowman. So super fine is best for these.
Yeah, I found the results, well,
I think the results were so much better with the super fine. However, give it a try. With this one in particular, super fine, I would say with the other two, you might be okay with regular, because then there's not as much stamping space.
Yeah, I think with this one though, like you say, but you can see here, that circle die, I've managed to stop it just here. So all we need to do now is go in with our scissors and we can just cut around that last part there.
Lots of people are glad that we've got rid of those plates.
There was
are we.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of love for those plates.
No, there was not.
There were.
Palaver last week, didn't you?
What palaver? Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Anne-Marie told me about it though.
It's all
Plugged
good
in and
now.
then it stopped working.
So there you've got your
replaced.
snow globe. So think about all the different things that you've already got in your stash that you could use with this.
Yeah.
So little book pages would
Yeah.
look gorgeous behind
So
it as well, wouldn't
cute.
it? Any other stamp sets you've got.
Yes.
And then what we're going to do, we're going to put our gorgeous.
Do you know what as well?
snowfall.
Photographs.
Oh my gosh. And I think what you could do is fussy cut round it again as like or decorations.
ornament,
So you could easily
that would be so
leave a gap
cute.
there and do like hanging
That would
decorations
be
as well
so
for
cute.
people.
Louise, we have switched from our Gemini to the Big Shot Switch, which is a Sizzix machine. So they are available to buy with Sizzix themselves, or Hobbymaker supply those machines. That's where we got ours from.
Yeah.
So Hobbymaker or Sizzix themselves, but it is a really, really good machine. And just like the Big Shot, like the hand cranky machines, those plates are built to last, aren't they?
Definitely,
Those
they are
plates
so
built
good.
to last.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's a Sizzix Switch Plus. I missed the plus out.
Is it?
It is
Oh,
a
yeah.
plus. So there you go.
So we're just going to take the backing off here, and then we can add this onto our snowfall acetate. I do love using the snowfall acetate in a shaker card. So
I don't think it necessarily matters either which way the die faces, but on the plate that has the picture on,
yes, yeah.
the die is facing up. So
But again, that's something really helpful, isn't it? That the plates have got.
yeah, they've got the instructions
yeah.
on.
So just add that all the way around there. Just use that so I could see the acetate on the glass mat, and then we'll just cut around this one. Oh, imagine, yeah, photographs behind this.
It would
Love
be
that
really, really
idea.
cute.
And then we can put that behind there, and then add
Nice.
some of our sequins into it. So we're going to do, let's do a 6x6 card, I think, for this one. So that doesn't look very...
Lots of love for the Big Shot machines. Erica
Yeah.
says, I can't go wrong with Sizzix. I had my Big Shot for 20 years and it's still going strong. Will you tell everyone about your bargain Sizzix that you bought?
Oh, so I bought a Sizzix machine. It's a Big Shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
From the charity shop. It was £5.
£5.
Yeah, but I did see one, I was saying, I did see one that was online the other week that somebody had seen in a charity shop, and it was labelled as a pasta maker.
Love that.
I think that's so cool.
£5.
£5. And the thing is, the plates are worn, but they're absolutely fine. You know, you can keep using
Those
them.
plates that we've got in the office have got a big crack in them and they still work.
Exactly, yeah. So, to do our background with this one, I'm just going to come in with the Winter Whites, the Essential Papers, and we're just going to have a look and see which one we are going to use. Oh, I think that one would look quite good. Spoilt for choice. Let's do that one because it looks... No, let's do that one. No, let's do that one. No, we'll stick with that one. Too much choice. And then we'll go at 5.5 with this one to 5.5. There was one of the samples as well that Natalie showed earlier where they'd actually stamped these onto this type of paper.
Yeah, you absolutely can
the
do.
one with the stars on, which looked really good as well. So that is going to sit nicely onto there, which is going to sit onto there. And then we're going to have our snow globe there. I think we just need a bit more silver just to
On that back bit.
put onto there. Have we got enough? Yeah, perfect. So this one needs to be 5x5. So we're doing 1/4 inch mats and layers just to really show off that sort of silver as well. There we go. So let's put these ones together first of all.
Oh, I'm loving this. We've got some charity shop bargains now.
Oh, that's what we love.
Ali says, my charity shop bargain was about £80 worth of hunky-dory toppers and an adorable scoreboard for £2.50.
Oh my gosh.
£2.50. Honestly, I love it when you go to a charity shop where the prices just aren't ridiculous. And I know that sounds not necessarily that
I know what
great
you mean.
because
Yeah.
you want to give, like, it's not about the money and things like that, but there are some shops and you go in them and you think, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically buying it brand new.
Yeah, I have seen things before where it's been more expensive than buying it brand new.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
but yeah, if anyone can get any sort of crafting bargains.
I always
That's
look in
all.
the little like
Definitely.
crafty areas.
It is. It's like those little baskets at the back, isn't
Yeah.
it? That, and if people aren't quite sure what the products are,
There's always like good fabrics and like
yeah.
soft craft bits and pieces that you can find as well.
So now let's get our foam pads to put onto here. So we'll go all the way around. Where I used to live, there was a charity shop that was just craft.
Oh, nice.
Honestly,
That's good.
it used to take you like a few hours in there
Just to look around.
Yeah. So just making sure that there's no spaces here so we don't lose any sequins. And then I think what we'll do, we'll put one along there so that the sequins don't all fall to the bottom. And that one. And then I think we're going to have to cut this one in half just to fit that along the top there. I can go onto there. There is craft show at the weekend as well, isn't there?
There is a craft show. It's at Doncaster.
Yeah.
The team at Hobby Maker were getting prepared.
Oh, were they? Yeah.
Yeah, they were piling up the van with all of the goodies
Oh, nice.
to bring to Doncaster.
So we're just going to take these ones off first of all, just so I can place it over this part here. So coming in with our sequins, hoping the aircon doesn't go wild. So these are just sequins that we've just sort of got in our stashes in it here. So, but any that you've got, you'll be able to use with these. So there's a few sort of iridescent ones there. We've got a few
If you had some
stars.
snowflake ones, they would look really cute, wouldn't
Oh,
they?
they would, yeah. Or our snow as well, you could use, couldn't you,
Yeah.
as well? So I think that's about right. So there's a gap somewhere.
Is there? When you pop it down on the other bit, there won't
Yeah,
be.
it will be
there?
fine. Let's do it that way, and then it will be fine.
You need to take that other bit of foam pad off.
I remembered. There we go, and then we can place that again, making sure that we've got borders, and then you've got a gorgeous
So
snow
cute.
globe that we are going to fit onto the front of there.
Such a gorgeous card. It's
think-
such a lovely image as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and I think white on white, just with that hint of silver, isn't it? It's just perfect, isn't it, for Christmas?
Yeah.
Try and get that mark off there. And then the last thing we need to do is just add our sentiment. So all I've done is just stamped heat embossed in the same
Nice.
embossing powder, and we're just going to cut around this and we can add it to the front. So just going up really close to there. And the nice thing about your stamp sets is you can sort of mix and match, can't you? So you could use this on any of your cards, or, you know, mix and match between sets, couldn't you? And then your cards are going to look different again. And then you've got that Merry Christmas that we're just going to add
So adorable.
onto there. So we've got that thin strip that we cut from the other one. I think that should...
I've got a question if
Good.
anyone from the team is going to Doncaster. It's not something that we do, and as a company we don't go to trade shows like that. And the reason being is that a lot of our trade customers are at those shows. So if we turned up at those shows, it would probably be more likely that all of our trade customers wouldn't get any custom, because everyone will buy stuff from us, and we don't think that that's very fair. So we tend to stay away from the trade shows and let our trade customers sell our products there. So I don't think there's anyone going.
No, I
No.
don't think so. But you'll see lots.
But
If anyone
you'll
who
see
is going, you'll
loads
see
of people.
lots of hobby maker
Oh, loads
faces
of hobby
there,
maker
weren't you?
faces, yeah.
And there you go, just added that Merry Christmas onto the bottom there, and then you've got that gorgeous
So
sort of
pretty.
snow globe scene there. But it's just,
Such a phenomenal stamp, isn't it?
it's just
absolutely
gorgeous. I think that's
magnificent.
even just using the snow globe part.
Yeah.
We're going to use that loads, aren't we?
So
in
many
different
times.
things as well.
It's really, really pretty. Talking about the effect of the watermark that you can create with that stamp. So this is a card that we made yesterday on Hobby Maker. You can see that we've used the heat embossing on the top, but can you see the little snowflakes and then the image in the background? It's just lightly stamped onto that paper. That is your watermark effect. So it works really good on craft card. It also works really nicely on things like your Matastic Adorable Scorable, and it just gives that look of sort of like a really light patterned effect. So that is a watermarked card with that embossing ink pad. So hopefully that will help. I can't remember who it was that asked about that one. Right, it's your last chance to be part of your Win It Weekly. We have 3 lucky winners that could win our sentimental background panels. All we need you to do is like, share and comment. According to a myth, it is illegal to eat what on Christmas Day in the UK? Is it mince pies, sprouts or chocolate? Like, share and comment for your chance to win, and we'll announce the winner after the last demonstration. Okay, another thing that we have for you, which has got your bonus reward points on it, is our fantastic glitter texture paste. Now, if you watched the show yesterday, and I'm sure so many people tuned in, Stacey and Anne-Marie were here and they did such a good job of showcasing these fantastic new products. Oh, I need to move it back. Here we go. So you have got different ways to buy these, which I absolutely love. You can get the whole collection. That is going to have your 200 bonus reward points on it. And your whole collection is going to give you all 6 colours. There's 50 millilitres of paste in here. These can be mixed together to create different colours. You can do ombres on your cards with these colours, but they work great with any existing masks or any future masks that we've got coming to you as well. So £39.99 to get all 6 colours and your brand new palette knife. And if you're wondering how you use these, after this show, go back and watch Stacey's show from yesterday, because she did such a good job of showcasing these pastes and all the different products that you can use them on as well. Individually, if you want to just get sort of like your gold and your silver, because they're the essentials and you're going to use those a lot, they are £7.99 each. However, we do have an offer where you can get 3 for £18. So that is going to give you 1 and a bit for free. No, 7 is 14 plus the 2, 17. No, can't do the maths, my brain's not working anymore. £6, isn't it? So it's just under the price of 1, and that you're going to save getting that deal. So it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it getting those deals in those bargains. But depending on how you want to buy it, you can do. If you'd like to purchase an extra palette knife, you can buy that on its own as well. $5.99 to get your palette knives too. And let me just show you how these look when they are laid out, because this is a fantastic board here, if I do say so myself, with all of the different colours on. Look at the glitter that you've got in there, and none of this is transferable once it's dry. It's not coming off. You can do it as thick or as thin as you like as well. You can get really, really chunky with these texture pastes and your dyes. So the colours that we've got in here are fantastic. They will look really nice mixed together as well. I did that yesterday on Hobby Maker. It's really, really fun. So they're all 6 of the colours. And then these are the masks that we launched yesterday used with those. So you can just see how much sort of that is going to bring to your card making. You can, it's really dark, that one. I'm trying to get the shimmer. Let's get closer. There you go, now you can see it. Really, really pretty. There is the gold, gorgeous gold, and then the red as well. So pretty. And also you can sort of like mask off your designs, and then you can go over certain areas with different colours. So you could have like all of your different elements here, like your leaves and stuff in your green, and then of course you can have your berries in your red, and you could have the joy in the silver or the gold. So there's loads of different really cool ways of using them. So yeah, catch up on the show from yesterday, because Stacey did a really good job of showing all of those off. And then Let's have a look back at these fantastic stamps that we've launched today because they're just so awesome. We've got 3 brand new stamps available for you. You can get them all together. £19.98, which is going to give you one of them for free. 200 extra bonus points on this collection as well. And the stamps are just so incredibly detailed. They are really, really nice stamps. You've seen 2 of them in progress so far. Amy's going to be demoing the last one next. I have a few more cards to show you before we go over to Amy as well. So let's have a look at these because they are beautiful. We've got this one here with that gorgeous embossing folder in the background. This is so sweet as well, just using the stockings to create a card. I love this one, like cutting out the different layers. That one looks really, really nice, creating it into a bauble shape as well. We've got it on the grey, so just like doing tonal cards works really nice with these. Again, another one using that bauble that we love. This one's really nice too. I love this one by Kim. The background on that is so pretty. So using different colours at the top here to create that gorgeous skyline. Another shaker card there in your sort of like monochromes. This one again, just so simple but so beautiful, and they're just so striking. I love the look of this one where it looks like it's like partially stamped, giving you that really like rustic look. Glitter on there, and I think that probably is your texture paste as well actually. Does it say? Doesn't say. But look how cool that is, and you can be doing that with your texture paste on your cards, adding that little bit of something. Really like that design there. So pretty. So if you want to get your hands on your Silhouette Centrepiece stamps, absolutely do so. Hopefully they will be in stock for a while, but we don't know at the moment because things are just crazy. So Amy, back to you for another demo.
Okay, so I'm just starting by, we're just stamping out the fireplace here onto our white cardstock. So I'm just making sure, again, I think like the snow globe one, you've got quite a lot of, well, and the skyline, so you might need to just go in a few times just to make sure that you've got that good impression on there. So I think it's just that bit on that side, isn't it, that we need to do. So,
lots of people are shocked that there isn't a purple glitter paste, but you know what?
watch this space.
Just because there isn't one now doesn't mean there's not going to be one. There's only 6 colours there, people. How many colours are in the rainbow?
And beyond.
And beyond.
So just making sure we've got all of that there. Let's just do one more just to make sure it's really inked up. And then make sure my hands are clean. So take this off. We're going to use some of our craft markers just to colour in some of the sort of the imagery on here. So I'm going to come in with what I always like to do is just take a piece of cardstock and then just try out your colours, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So before you actually put them onto your cardstock,
Like test
that you make sure you're using the ones that you want to. So
looks so good in that colourway.
let's bring in our pens. So let's we'll do the fireplace first of all. So we'll take a 527. So we've got, yeah, so we're going to definitely be using that one. And then that one can
Ooh, I
go.
like that. Kaz says we definitely need a purple, a turquoise, an orange and a pink. Turquoise would look so good. Turquoise is my favourite colour. And turquoise and pink stamping cards.
Yes.
There's just something about them.
Yeah.
Especially at Christmas as well. It just adds that really nice like contemporary feel, I think.
I think that's the nice thing, isn't it, with Christmas cards? I think over the years, there's a lot more different sort of colours used, isn't there, within them?
Yes.
So using the sort of the pinks and the purples. In our blockbuster, I know like the the nativity is often, it's got that sort of bright yellow in, hasn't it, as well? which is always really nice. So all I'm doing, just going round
Maybe
first
we'll just
of all.
have to bring a summer collection out. Just give Stacey more work. She's not doing enough anyway.
Stacey, I didn't say that.
She won't be watching. She's too busy.
Oh, I think she will. I think she will
Yeah,
be watching.
she won't be watching anymore.
So we're just going to go in with our orange here and just go around sort of all of the details that you've got here, and then we can just go back in with that colour again.
Looks so good. It's so cozy.
And the nice thing about this one is it's not overwhelming, the amount of colouring that you've got to do. So no, you can sort of do as much or as little with all of them, really, isn't it? They look brilliant just stamped in that one colour, or if you do, you know, if you are more into your sort of your colouring and your inks, you can do that as well. So just going to go back round
Colleen
again.
says, is Stacey not at work today? No, Colleen, she's not. She's a part-timer.
She's working.
She's working from home, so she's not in the office.
She was very undecided yesterday.
So she can't violently attack me when I come out by throwing things at me.
No, just verbally through
Just
email.
verbally through messages.
Oh, is she?
Shed, I absolutely am watching.
I knew she would be.
She'll be baking in her flat today. She should have just come into work for the aircon.
Yeah. I know, my husband texted me yesterday afternoon going, I'm melting, and I was like, oh, we're all good here.
Are, yeah.
I've got long sleeves on.
It's like being in a supermarket in here. It is wonderful.
So just going in then and just blending out all of this sort of shading as well on this last part. And we're not going to have to colour all of it in, so don't worry. We won't be here all afternoon. So the next part, we're just going to do these logs on here. So we'll take 5, 3, 9 and 5, 4, 7, and then we'll just go in.
She says, I am working, just very busy, so I'm working from home away from Nat. Disgusting. Not seen her this week.
More important news, has she ordered the ink pads?
Stacey, have you ordered the ink pads? We need to know. Karen says, I can't decide which stamp is my favourite.
Hence why we do them in a bundle, isn't it?
Yes. And Sam says, does anyone know the numbers on the pen, what the pen colours mean? I can never see any logic to them. There isn't any logic to them, really. There's just numbers on them so that when we do things like handbooks and when we do things like our magazines and we've coloured in our images, we can give you those numbers so you know exactly what colours we've used so that you can replicate it. So that's why there's numbers on them.
Yeah. So just going in now with that darker one again, just around.
She can give me all of this stick, but when I'm not here, she's going to be very sad. And you're all going to have to deal with her.
You're all going to be sad.
And the buffer. And the buffer for Stacey's nonsense. She comes to me first. She's going to go to all of you when I'm not here.
So just these last few here, you can tell this is one of my favourite colours. It's almost run out. So just coloured in that fireplace there. Oh, and I think we'll just do the sort of the stars in that background. Let's just go in with a bit more of that yellow. And you can spend as long as you want, can't you, colouring?
Yeah.
You know, some people, I mean, that in a block colour would look good. If you're really into your sort of shading, you can do that. So we've got the fireplace all ready to go. And then what I've done, I've gone ahead and just coloured in a bit more. So you can see there's 2 layers here. And then that is just going to sit.
That looks so good.
And sort of 3D onto there. So let's just colour those 2 stars in. I mean, if I had more time, I would probably still colour all of it.
Yeah.
Then you're going to cover it up, aren't you? So is it worth it? We don't know. entirely up to you.
I think I'm a person like you that only colours in the bits that you're going to see.
I feel like, yeah. So
Sometimes
that is
it depends what
onto there.
foam pad you're using. If you're using like a lot of, if you're using a lot of foam pad and you can kind of like see behind the side, then
Yes.
sometimes it's nice to colour that in. But other times you don't need to.
So what we're going to do now, just to sort of turn this into a bit more of a scene, is just add on. You get with this one the Christmas lights and also the sort of the picture frame. So we can add this. Let's put that down there. I think if we do it to the right, and then we'll just do one set of lights, I think,
cute.
and then that will be
Lots of people loving the colouring on this one.
enough. So let's. I mean, I am by no means a colourer. You know, you don't need to be to do these, do you? You can just. In fact, let's put those on. We can do that at the same time. So you can put those. We'll just do a few. Do we want a sentiment there or not? What do you think?
I feel like you could definitely fit one. One of those smaller ones we can probably squeeze in. I don't think you need to have one necessarily though.
Oh, that festive wishes is quite nice, though, isn't it?
Is it on there? I put it back.
Yeah. Yeah, because the set I had yesterday of this, the lights were missing.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. But where have they gone?
You had snowflakes missing the day before.
I know. So if we put that, keeps moving every time I touch it. There. Or do we need the sentiment over that side and the picture frame there? What do you think?
The sentiment over which side?
Like if that has more of a space over there and then...
Oh, I don't know, you know.
Should we do it that way? Yeah, let's go for it. So, again, we'll use our memento for these two. And then I always use the VersaFine for...
Sentiment.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
So I think we'll have to do this in...
Two goes.
Two goes, which is fine, because we can... So we can now take those two off, but we know, because we've used our stamping press, that we've got the sentiment in the exact right position.
Yeah.
That it's going to all fit in perfectly on there. So just... And then you've got your festive wishes on there. So let's take that off. Then all we need to do is let's go in with, I think because we've done yellows, let's just put the lights as yellow. But you could do them all different colours, couldn't you?
I love the fact that you can use that for like different things as well. Like you could do it like a frame with it. You could do like you could do it on the outside of like an aperture, so have it like going round. It's going to come in very essential.
Yeah. And then we'll just colour those. I mean, what you could do with that, going with sort of a gel pen, isn't it?
Yeah.
And white gel pen. Right, what colour should we do the picture frame? Let's do it a dark.
Like a dark wood.
Yeah, the only problem is that one is running out, my 539.
539?
I don't know if it'll...
Let's see if I can find one.
I'm not sure it'll do a whole picture frame. If not, we can use...
539?
Yeah, the one there.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
I'm not promising it will work.
If I have to
I've not tested it yet.
anything, this is the shade I go to. Thank you. Yeah. So just making sure. It's harder to stay in the lines with this one. I don't know why. And then just finish there. So you've got the picture frame, and then what we'll do, we'll add this on. So again, using foam pads to put this on. Let's see. They will just about fit in there. And let's just cut some down. We could find the strips, but we'll just use these for now.
So cute.
So thinking about how you can sort of fussy cut into your stamps as well, isn't it? I think I'm one of those people that always used to just stamp the image and
like leave it flat.
Yeah, but there's so many other things that you're going to be able to do with them, especially these ones.
I think it looks so good when it's like got that three-dimensional look to it, especially with this fireplace. It really, really helps it to stand out.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? So we're going to put this onto our card.
You need a little mini picture of the team in your picture frame.
Do you know what I was going to put in there? I was going to do sort of the mirror, you know, to make it look like a mirror.
I think that someone had done that with one of their cards. It
That's,
did look
yeah,
really cool.
But I'm just thinking whether putting silver on it now is going to not go with all of the other colours on there. What do you think? What else could we put on there?
I don't know.
Made a really
Need
tiny.
something that's really small. Don't
Yeah.
It looks cute though.
I think should we do it as a mirror? Let's do it. So let's grab a small bit of silver.
Sharon, I agree with you as well. Sharon on YouTube has said, I wish Hunky Dory would make a little book to match the latest golden oldies, the Christmas and the normal selection. I 100% think that needs to happen.
Yeah.
100%. Oh no, do you need a block?
Yeah, I haven't got one. I was going to try
The one on here.
I don't know where. That'll do.
I mean, it's a massive
I
one.
don't know where mine's gone.
I didn't have my block yesterday either. My little one's gone.
I know Kat couldn't find a trimmer this morning.
Do you know what? I have Kat's trimmer. I swear. I don't know where I've put
Kat,
it though.
she's confessed live on air.
For some reason, I got to hobby make yesterday and I'd packed 2 trimmers. So one of them was Kat's. I forgot to say that this morning. You just reminded me.
And I think I
actually.
left mine there last week when I was there.
So, yeah, I had 2 trimmers in my bag.
Oh, also, did you pack a card of Beck's?
A blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
Because she was looking for it.
it's like a whole thing.
Did she need it?
No, she
know
just
what
could.
she's done with it.
She just spent a lot of time on it, and she's like, I can't find that card.
No, I'd taken it so I could show it. I brought it back. It's in here somewhere. I've got it.
So, and then lastly, that is going to sit just on the inside there. But like you said, you could do that as anything, couldn't you? You could have it as a picture or even a name, couldn't you? Initials if you've got stamps. So let's just put that into there. And then I think, let me just try a bit of ink gone onto there. There we go. And then you can see how you've got a gorgeous,
So cool.
and you can see the dimension in the sort of the fireplace as well,
really
can't
good.
you?
It's really, really cool.
Such a gorgeous stamp, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely awesome. Thank you. 3 incredible demos and so many techniques as well that you've shared with us today.
And the same with yours. Yesterday I loved all of yours. Like,
Oh,
people
thank
can
you.
go back and watch that show as well.
Yeah,
as,
you can watch that on Hobby Maker or on their YouTube page. You'll be able to watch all of the shows back from all of the different things that we've shown you this week. So let's have a look at our Win It Weekly question. We asked this week, according to a myth, it is illegal to eat what on Christmas Day in the UK? A, mince pies, B, sprouts, or C, chocolate? And the answer is A, mince pies. It says it is technically illegal to eat mince pies on Christmas Day in England, sort of. This myth dates back to Oliver Cromwell's rule in the 17th century when he banned Christmas celebrations, including feasting on mince pies. The ban didn't last long, so your mince pie indulgence is perfectly legal. So there you go. It was for a little number of time, but not anymore. So eat as many mince pies as you want, people. Would you like to know the winners of this fantastic Win It Weekly? It is Lynn Downs, Tracy Isherwood and Mandy Adams. Congratulations to the three of you. These dies will be coming your way if you send us a private message on our Facebook page or if you contact customer service, and we'll get them out to you as soon as we have your address details. So congratulations on winning.
Well done.
It is perfect, isn't it? All right. Next up, we need to spin the wheel. It is Friday, so we are going to spin the wheel, which is very, very fun. It says, the question, it's going to be a lovely sunny weekend this weekend. Do you have any plans? You ready?
Ready, let's go.
See what it is.
Oh.
I hope it's something good.
I was going to say that, but I think they're all good on there, aren't they?
Oh, a stamping
Whoa!
press! After we've just been talking about how awesome it is as well. What a good prize.
So if you haven't got a stamping press, make sure you comment.
Comment right now. What are your plans for this weekend? What will you be doing? Lots of congratulations to the Win It Weekly. So we'll give some time for people to get their messages in. Amy, what are you doing?
Well, I think I might be here tidying up this, to be honest. Look at the mess.
I was made such a mess yesterday.
As I've tidied up one desk out there, I feel like I've just created a mess.
It's just stamping and die cutting.
Yeah.
You can't craft and be tidy at the same time, can you?
No, but once I've done this, tomorrow I'm going on a night out for, it's like an evening through the decades, so it's like
cute.
80s, 90s, noughties kind of music thing, which is really nice.
Nice.
And then I've ordered a book that's coming today, so my plan for Sunday is just to sit in the garden and
Read a book.
Yeah, what about you?
Don't know, we don't have any plans. We were going to carry on our decorating. However, I feel like it'll be too warm.
Which in some ways is good because it means paint dries really quick,
isn't it? So we'll see.
You don't want to be indoors.
We could maybe do like half a day, like the morning decorating.
Oh, but then you need to lie in first.
Oh, I really need a lie-in. This week has been
You've had such a busy week.
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Should we see what everyone else has
What
put?
are you doing, Jess?
Oh yeah, Jess, what are you doing? Sunbathing all weekend?
That, reading. I think I'm going to barbecue tomorrow.
Barbecues.
Yeah.
Nice.
Might have a barbecue. Suggest a barbecue. Might suggest a barbecue where people have to bring their own food though.
Oh, I thought you were going to say suggest it to be at somebody else's house.
Oh, well,
That's even better.
That too. We did a lot of work in our garden though. We never actually spend that much time in it. So
I feel like we don't often get the weather to do that though,
we
do we? So when we've got it, it's nice.
But yeah. Let's have a look what people have put in here. Listening to a country music show. Oh, Colleen, you should tell Kat about that one. Hiding away in my craft room. Picnic on the beach. Love that idea.
Oh, nice.
Linda says it's my daughter's hen party on Saturday.
Oh,
have a lovely time. I'm going to my grandson's birthday party, says Linda. No plans, working all weekend. Well, someone has to work hard, Dawn. Gotta work hard. I'm not a fan of the heat, so I'm Christmas crafting. I have a 101st birthday party to go to tomorrow, says Carol.
Wow.
That's so good. Claire says crafting and trying out new techniques. Claire's going to be staying cool inside. Crafting outside in the garden under the umbrella in the shade. That sounds a good
perfect
idea, doesn't it? Lily's going out for a birthday meal on Sunday. Off to Doncaster crafting. Lots of people off to the crafting show. Quiet weekend, people said. I do like a quiet weekend though, when you've not got plans and you just
what you need,
see how it goes. Chilling in the garden with my knitting, like that idea.
Can you get the window?
There's loads of things. I think he's talking to Anne-Marie, isn't he?
Just leant on the door.
Just leant on the door.
When it just opened.
What are people saying over on YouTube? Picnic in the park, homemade pizzas outside on the pizza oven. We might do that. Keeping cool and crafting. Going for a walk along the river, then drinks on the balcony. That sounds nice. I'm in the middle of moving my crafty stash to the garage, so I'm going to be doing that. Barbecue and some fizz. That sounds really nice, doesn't it?
There's lots of lovely plans here.
Loads of really nice things going on. It's going to be a wholesome weekend for everyone, I think. Jess, have you picked a winner?
Yes, I have on YouTube.
Who is it?
Sharon Dodson.
Sharon Dodgson, congratulations.
There's homemade pizzas outside. I think you just read it.
Homemade pizza outside
Yes.
of the barbecue. It's a good idea, isn't it? Congratulations, Sharon. You are the winner of our stamping press. Again, just message us directly on Facebook, or you can message the team on customer service, or send us an email as well. studio@hunkydorycrafts.co.uk, and we'll get that sent out to you. What is coming up this weekend? It's a busy old weekend for Kat. On Sunday, she is going to be with you, and do not miss the launch of this.
I know.
Don't
So excited.
miss this launch.
I should be watching this on the app in the garden.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely. She's going to be with you at 2 p.m. with our brand new Frosted Dreams collection. At 5 p.m. she's got our Christmas decoupage toppers, and then at 8 p.m. we'll be going to be giving you another chance to get your hands on that Frosted Dreams. Next up on Hunky Dory TV, things are about to get a whole lot more festive next week, so make sure you join Dan and Anne-Marie to kickstart the week, full of brand new launches. We hope you all have a very lovely weekend. And before we go, for some reason I can't access my Facebook page. We don't know why. We've tried to figure it out, haven't we, Jess? I think I did, but maybe on a different, I don't know.
Can you
We're going
post
to
on
try and
it?
sort it. I can post on it through my Instagram.
Oh,
But
okay.
I can't actually get
To the-
onto it to Facebook to comment. I can't do it. But anyway, we'd just like to say thank you very much for everyone's lovely comments. There has been some questions today. So to answer those questions, I don't know what I'm having. It is going to be a surprise. And the baby will be here before Christmas. So that's all you're going to know. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, everyone. And we'll see you all again really soon.